pick up teeth with broken fingers, and I humble myself till I was hollow inside. But no more, I get the zipper, you can swallow my pride. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me, okay, to a tiny tummy. And you make me sleep. I try and try, and I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next time we'll talk it over, and we can start again. For you, I caught a lot of static. And me, I would like it automatic. Oh, what? Did you think would happen next?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We have started the big countdown, and the hour is almost here. But before we celebrate at midnight, we welcome you to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is very exciting.
Yes.
For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the New York Knicks. And a nice roll continuing right now for New York. They've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. And if you've been watching this team play lately, you know who they've been getting the big baskets from? Freak! He's been on a tear. How's he gotten so hot, Shaq?
Well, you know, he's letting the game come to him on the offensive end. He's not forcing his shot, but he's still being aggressive, and he always testing his defender. And he's, you know what, Ernie? He smells that barbecue chicken down there. You can't guard this man one-on-one. Well, lick your fingers. The barbecue chicken is hot and crispy.
You're making me hungry right now, but...
Crispy barbecue chicken?
Ooh, I just can't wait. You make me hungry. Is it lunchtime? We got it some time. But, you know, he's not settling for any look either. This guy is very versatile. He'll take you inside, take you outside. He's the kind of player that seems like he's a step ahead, like mentally.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We're live from Boston. It's the home of the Celtics. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
You know, this is a bit of a quirk in the schedule. They're going to play this team on their home court first, and then in the next game, they'll be on the opponent's home court. So it's almost like a mini-series, and it creates some interesting scenarios in terms of how you approach it. But it is just 2 games on the schedule, so ultimately, that's how you deal with it.
Yeah, and I love the home and homes. I mean, I think they're a lot of fun. You're right. It really is like a mini-series. So definitely some bragging rights at stake here at the least.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Lights out in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. And it's Afflalo in at the 2-guard position. Here's lights out. Turner covering. 3-pointer. No good from lights out.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky.
They're going to play because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now here's Turner. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Here's lights out. Following the score by Avery Bradley. Releases from 15, and Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got his first bucket in this one. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Olynyk. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. It's a tie ball game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's lights out. Green for 2 points. Lights out's got 5. The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Thomas goes in, and it's sent back by Lopez. Here's lights out. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. For 3. Great D that time from Thomas. Lights out's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Turner with it. Now Anthony defending. To the middle. And Olynyk kicks to Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bradley, Mickey, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's lights out. 5 points in the game. From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lights Out's got 8 points. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Mickey. Thomas a screen. Dishes it to Bradley. Out to Turner. Plenty of space. Misses off the left iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lights Out passes to Carmelo. Feeds to Lopez. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now here's Thomas. Tight defense on him. Lopez with the block. But they recover it. And stolen by Afflalo. Here's Lights Out. He's guarded by Thomas. Lights Out passes to Lopez. Fires, high post, and the Knicks good for 2.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Thomas goes in the corner. Bradley with it. Clock at 6. To end the run, and the shot is good.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Here's Lights Out. 10 points for him. Here's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Now, here's Thomas. The 11-footer, and that one hits back iron.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point.
Lights Out passes to Lopez. A baseline J. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Lights Out. He's got 13. Rebound, Boston. Mickey's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Bradley. Olynyk's got 5.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Some changes for Boston. Zeller, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And so it's New York with it. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done, and that has to make you feel good as a group.
Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder, and it's Olynyk in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks put on a show. He ended up with 53 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Lights Out's got 16 points.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Johnson the screen. Outside Bradley. Back to Thomas. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Lights Out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And again, New York with the triple.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Now, here's Bradley. His last outing, he had 18 points. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's lights out. Fires for three. And again, New York with the triple.
Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
And here on our 2K leaderboard, you see a breakdown of the best free throw shooting centers and power forwards over the past month. Well, you look at Porzingis, the best in the NBA. Line, and it's nearly automatic.
Yeah, he's got a great rhythm and form at the foul line. Sometimes we don't see that in the big fellas, but he is automatic up there.
Yeah, just call him Mr. Sure Thing. He's developed a really nice, consistent free throw stroke. And it's good to see somebody destroying that myth that big guys can't make their free throws. No hack-a-shack here. Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should shoot.
Here's lights out. He's got 22. Aflalo left side. New York needs to get off a shot. No good from lights out. And stolen by Roten. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Olynyk. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Bradley. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now. First in lowest turnovers a game. Second in free throw percentage. And they're number 2 in slowing down opposing teams' offenses. Opponent scoring ranks second in the league.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Now here's Thomas. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
Here's Olynyk. From downtown, the rebound by Roten.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here's lights out, guarded by Bradley. Lights out passes to Aflalo. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Now here's Bradley. 6 points for him.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
And really, they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game. I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
Mickey's checked in for Amir Johnson. And a switcher also for New York. Lopez is checked in. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's lights out. 22 points for him.
Move the ball and stick it to
The dish to Aflalo. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. The Celtics have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Thomas. No luck. And New York the other way now. They led by as many as 18 points.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
Here's lights out. Even when an opposing defense is giving him everything he can handle, he still finds a way to score. He's averaging over 33 points a game. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Assisted by Freak.
So it's Boston now, trailing by 17. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Mickey can't hit, and the Knicks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's lights out, guarded by Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Roten. Here's lights out. From deep three-point range, rebound Boston. Crowder's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Bradley. Out left to the wing. To the inside. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here's lights out.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
For the 3, and that is good. Lights out's got 25 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Here's lights out. 25 points in the game. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 27 points for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside Bradley. Outside Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
No good from lights out. Celtics trail by 17. Left side, Bradley. And Olynyk kicks to Bradley. There's the pick. Down low. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Check out the game for Olynyk. He has 9 points.
Teams changing it up here. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Knicks out front, up by 16. And time now to go.
Well, Carmelo.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the threes, they just drop for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, I mean, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And New York looking at who they've got. Lights out, he's in at point guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Aflalo in at the shooting guard position. Lights out. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Lights out's got 30 points. Celtics trail by 16. Thomas kicked. Olynyk. Bradley dishes to Thomas from 10 feet out, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. New York shooting 47%, pretty solid. Thomas with the steal, lays it in off the breakaway. Thomas got 9.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
90 seconds now into the second half. Here's lights out. He's guarded by Thomas, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Tipped away. One-on-one here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. This one for 3. The shot no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Thomas outside, and again, Boston with the triple.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Here's lights out. He's guarded by Thomas. Lopez a screen. The pass to lights out. Down to 5 on the shot, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got 6.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. Olynyk was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. Freak, number 1.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Outside Anthony, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Celtics trail by 11. Thomas kicks to Olynyk. Bradley, no one around him. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Inside. Turner with the steal. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. 6 to shoot. Pass to Mickey. Here's Bradley. Again, the Celtics good for 2. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's lights out. He has 30. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. No luck. Good D by Thomas.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Mickey. He kicks it to Bradley. A three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's lights out.
Move the ball.
Down low. Olynyk with the steal. Outside Thomas. To the paint, it's tipped and stolen by Aflalo. Trying to get back on track, and the shot is good. And it's 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
And Thomas, here we go. Anthony against Turner. Got a piece of it. Clock at 6. And a fast break now for New York. Here's lights out. Pass to Anthony. Here's lights out. From deep. They get it back. Here's Lopez. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Crowder, he's checked in for Boston. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis. He was all alone on that one. Thomas got 11 points in the quarter.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Here's lights out. He's guarded by Thomas. Lights out passes to Anthony. Here's lights out. Three-pointer. Count that one. Lights out's got 33 points.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Thomas kicks to Crowder. Back to Thomas. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one. Here's lights out. 33 points for him. Lopez outside. Here's Aflalo. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Aflalo's got his second bucket. Celtics trail by 14. Thomas kicks to Crowder. Thomas a screen. Now here's Crowder. O'Quinn defending. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. The Celtics shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Mickey out there with Olynyk, and it's Thomas in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Clock at 4. Pass to Mickey. The rebound by Roten. Roten's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Shots good by Anthony.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Thomas goes in. Here's Olynyk. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. 16 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field. And everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line. And they found a way to do it here in the second half.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Outside Thomas. There's the pick. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Thomas got 13 points in the second half.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
The shot's good from lights out.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And it's Turner off the drive. Pass to Olynyk. It's rebounded by New York.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
He's feeling it. That one bounces around and comes back out. Celtics trail by 18. Pass to Mickey. dishes it to Olynyk. Thomas against space. Thomas goes in. Here's Mickey. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
That free throw, no good. A different look for New York. Zinkas, he's checked in for Spates. And it's a Flalo in for Roten. And he's good on the second. The Knicks leading by 17. Here's lights out.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
They get it back. Anthony. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Boy, this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half, doing an outstanding job. And that's one of the reasons they're on top. Anthony's been putting up the numbers. He's got 11 points and 1 steal. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Here's lights out. He's guarded by Thomas. There's the three. Great D that time from Thomas. Celtics trail by 19. Jumper off the screen. Here's Mickey. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's lights out. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's lights out. 6 on the shot clock.
Way to play the boards and come away with the offensive rebound.
And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Lopez. 14 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
And Olynyk comes. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
New York leading by 22. Here's lights out.
Sticking too much.
Now the pass to Porzingis. And it's Anthony, top of the key. From the stripe. And that's good for 2. Anthony's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
There's the pick. Pass to Mickey. There's the feed to Bradley. From the high post. And that one hits back iron. New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's lights out. Guarded by Bradley. Passes it to Porzingis. Fires from deep. And another 3 from Anthony. Anthony's got 19 points.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
That's a wall.
Olynyk can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Out to Anthony. Here's lights out. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Pass to Mickey. Kicks to Bradley. He feeds it to Thomas. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Looking at the game for Thomas, 18 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win.
Well, big numbers for you on the offensive end. How were you able to consistently get your shot?
I mean, I just put in so many hours in the gym, you know, on playgrounds and everywhere in between. Now my shot, It's just as consistent as it gets. I can make most shots blindfolded, honestly. Making them in the game with my eyes open, that's a piece of cake.
Thank you for your time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
Any reason you had such a hard time taking care of the ball tonight?
Next.
Do you feel like you've been taking too many shots from long range lately?
I don't know. That's probably something you should ask Coach. But hey, if I'm going to take a bunch of threes, I should at least be making some of them. And I did that tonight. So there. Who's next?
Following the team recently, it's been clear you're spending a lot of time in the practice gym. Any particular reason for that?
Oh, it's in my DNA, man. You can ask my sister Cece. When I see an opportunity to get better at something, I'm going to take it. And there's still a lot I can do to get my game better, so I'm going to work on it until I'm satisfied, which is probably never, but that's besides the point. I'm just a gym rat. I got a badge and everything. I don't know what else to say, so thanks for noticing.
everyone. We obviously need to be better in the open court with the ball. Let's set up in 63. Guys, huddle up. We're going to run 35 for a while. Let's go. All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. Don't forget, meet in the film room at noon.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the New York Knicks. Last outing for New York, they ended up with a win against Boston, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them at the same time, where we could work together. I mean, it's a family, the battle.
Park Avenue and 42nd Street outside Grand Central Station in Midtown Manhattan. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. It's one of the NBA's oldest rivalries as the Celtics come to New York to take on the Knicks. They continue to spread the load, trying to compensate guys for the injured Jared Sullinger.
Kevin, it looks like he should make a welcome return after being hurt a few weeks back.
Yeah, and I guarantee you no one is happier about that than he is.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Celtics. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Mickey, and it's Turner in at the small forward spot. Thomas, no good. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Boston Celtics.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's lights out. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Lopez. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Lopez.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now, here's Olynyk. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Bradley. From outside, off the mark. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to New York.
And no one expected them to win that game per se, but no excuse for the way that one ended up.
You know, it perhaps could serve as a rallying point for him, Greg. I mean, sometimes after a big loss like that, it can be a catalyst or a wake-up call for the locker room.
And here is Olynyk following the three-pointer by Freak. Pass to Mickey. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by New York. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they were overpowering it inside, and you've really got to like their chances, Greg, if they can replicate that tonight.
That drops. And that's now 9 points for Freak.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what
gets it to go.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's lights out. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Aflalo, no good. Here's Turner. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Now here's Bradley. Following the miss by Freak, and they take the lead. Bradley's got his second basket of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's lights out. He's got 9. Fires the 3. Great D that time from Thomas.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's lights out. He's guarded by Thomas. The pass to lights out. New York needs to get off a shot. Shot's good by Anthony.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Boston now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And Thomas, here we go, uncovered. The putback, the shot is off. And New York the other way now. Here's lights out, guarded by Bradley. Porzingis passes to lights out. From the top of the key. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Porzingis has got his first bucket of the night.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Let's take this break to recognize some of the league's small forwards that have been on fire. Fourth, Evan Turner.
And there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. I mean, just effortless perfection when they are at the stripe.
And I think that allows them to be really ultra-aggressive driving the lane, which is exactly what a coach wants in a small forward. I mean, get to the cup for a layup or get to the line for surefire free throws.
Here's lights out. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Lights out. Hits the three-point bomb. Lights out's got 12.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Outside Thomas. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Had the space there, but it's offline. Here's lights out. He's got 12. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Thomas with the ball. 20 points for him last game against New York.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here's lights out, and again, it's New York.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. New York leading by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's Thomas following the basket by Freak, and the shot is good. That's 7 points for Evan Turner.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Lights out, passes to a Afflalo. Here's lights out. He's guarded by Thomas. No good from lights out.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
Lights out in at point guard. Derek Williams is out there at Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group New York will start the second with. Boston trailing. Smart passes to Rozier. Now here's Crowder. D right on him. Pass to Johnson. Boston needs to get off a shot. Nice shot by Smart. New York's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics really lit it up from the floor. He ended with 41 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. He left his imprint on the game as he took over, seemingly doing whatever he wanted to do. Can he do it again, Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Money from the wing. Lights out's got 5 points now this quarter. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Smart kicks to Crowder. Rebound by Williams. The Knicks with the lead. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. From deep. No good from lights out.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Rozier looking for his first basket still in this one. Zeller dishes to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Rozier. The Knicks pull it in. Here's lights out. 23 points in the game. Fires from the wing. The shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now here's Smart. He's covered by Roten. Passes it to Rozier. Celtics passing it around. Smart wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lights out. Can't get it to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Dishes to Zeller to the right side. Good on the three-point shot. Crowder's got 5.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor. Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over.
A different look for New York. Lopez, he's checked in.
Soft.
Boston making a switch here. Celtics trail by 9. Johnson outside. They set the pick. Johnson sends the screen for Turner. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Can't make good off the pick. The pass to lights out. We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. And it's a 12-point Knicks lead.
I wasn't sure if he'd be able to keep it up, but he has.
Wow. Johnson kicks to Turner. He feeds it to Thomas. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Thomas got 5 now. Here's lights out. He's guarded by Thomas. Lights out passes to Kilpatrick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot's good from lights out.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time. But it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
And again, New York with the triple.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
That'll do it for the first half. Knicks lead.
Carmelo, I know that Coach has...
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
On the court for the Celtics, Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Mickey out there with Olynyk, and it's Thomas in at the 1. A Flalo, that's good.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
Celtics trail by 19. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. From the high post, he drills it. Thomas got 7.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's lights out. Good D by Thomas. Here's lights out, and again, it's New York.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Now here's Turner. 9 points in the game so far.
Freak with a bucket. Next up, 69. 50.
Shoots from 12. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Turner's got 11 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Lights out, passes to Anthony. Here's lights out. He's guarded by Thomas. The shot's good from lights out.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Celtics trail by 19. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Offensive rebound, and he gets the bucket.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Second, the Knicks.
You know, I don't think all the time that defensive-minded teams get the credit they deserve. And sometimes I think that teams like this aren't as exciting to watch. But you know what? It's effective. Limiting your opponent's points goes a long way towards giving you the results you're looking for.
A moment now to see the numbers for Anthony. Getting around 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes.
Boston shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And that one misses. The Knicks leading by 18. Here's lights out. He's got 44. This one for 3. Mickey grabs the board. Mickey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Turner off the drive. Mickey can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's lights out. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Hits it from three-point range. Lights Out's got 47 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Here's Thomas. Now here's Turner. He's got 11. He dishes it to Olynyk. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now here's Thomas. He has 7, and the basket by Olynyk.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Here's Lights Out. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits, and that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around, but Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here's Bradley. Following the miss by Freak, there's the dish to Thomas. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Lights Out.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find.
How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there.
There's the screen. Pass to Mickey. Tries yet again. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Anthony. Pass to Lights Out. From deep three-point range, kept alive by New York. The second chance effort. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Lights Out's got 52 points.
Well, they scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
Thomas goes in. Here's Olynyk. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 14 points for Kelly Olynyk.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Move the ball.
Lights Out passes to O'Quinn. New York moving it around. Here's Lights Out. They get the rebound. Lopez goes straight through the defender. So New York ends up going with the new group. And here's Boston. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Lights Out in a 2-guard. Smith out there with Gerald Green. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Grant in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Lights Out. He kicks it to Grant. Here's Lights Out. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. From deep. New York, no good that time either. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Turner with a screen on Grant. Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Lights Out. Boston again missing. And Boston with the rebound.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
You're about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
I'll tell you what, they've hit the boards hard in this one, and it's led to an abundance of second-chance points. I mean, they've gotten a lot of second-chance points.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Celtics making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. Here's Green. Makes it off the glass.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
A nice shot by Carlisle.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
A different look for New York. Porzingis, he's checked in for Smith. Anthony comes in for Gerald Green. And it's a Flalo in for Grant. And then for Boston. Olenek, he's checked in for Carlisle. Jay Crowder comes in for Gerald Wallace. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Rodriguez. That's good.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Move the ball.
Feeds it to Anthony.
Thinking too much.
Here's Lights Out. He's guarded by Thomas. No good from Lights Out.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Right side, Thomas. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Thomas got 4 points this quarter.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And so it's Boston with it. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Shot off the screen. Thomas with another miss.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Wow.
What can you say?
Pass to Mickey. Kicks it to Crowder. Outside Thomas. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Thomas got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Lights Out. From outside the arc, Mickey grabs the board. Mickey's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Crowder offline with his 3. New York leading by 20. Here's Lights Out. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And Thomas, here we go. And here's Crowder. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Thomas goes in. Here's Mickey, and he dunks it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Lights Out. The feed now to Aflalo. From outside the arc, again from deep, the three-pointer good from Lights Out.
got to be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
With the teardrop, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Check out the game for Olynyk.
He's got 14 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too. No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Robin Lopez is checked in for New York. Here's lights out. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now Bradley, outside Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Boston again missing. The Knicks leading by 23. Here's lights out. Fires top of the key. Crowder pulls it in.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him SHHing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark.
Boy, they're doing a nice job, a really good job of getting second chances here. And that's a great way to cut into that lead. I mean, nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than putbacks.
Here's Porzingis. Here's lights out. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And again, it's New York.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Pass to Mickey. Out to the right wing. Crowder with it. Anthony on him. Bradley, no one around him. Nice open look, but it's no good. And for the Knicks, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Smart misses. New York shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. 1:25 left to play here in the fourth. Wallace a screen. Here's Rozier. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And, Greg, this gives them some gloating room, if you will. It's a special win because now they'll finish 3-1 against them.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Lights Out. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And here's Smart following the three-pointer by Freak. And it's Rozier missing. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Lights Out. Shoots the three. And again, New York with the triple.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow. Well, he wanted to return the...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and stereo only goes to...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And it is Raptor basketball tonight as the Toronto Raptors go up against the New York Knicks in New York. A good roll continuing right now for the Knicks. Nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. Well, the Raptors have a good collection of scorers that can create their own shot when they want. If you're the coach, Shaq, and the game's on the line, which Raptor's getting the ball?
I'm going with DeMar DeRozan. He can create space with his athleticism and get a shot off against anybody, Ernie.
Well, I'm going with Kyle Lowry. He's shown time and time again that he has the ability to knock down shots, and big ones at that, in tough situations.
I'll take either one. That's for sure. Almost game time. We'll see you later.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against the Celtics. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
You're not always going to shoot it as well as they did from three-point range to win that game, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And in that game, boy, did they shoot it lights out from beyond.
Lights out is a real good way to describe it. Just take a peek at the box score. I mean, percentage from deep was off the charts.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So the Raptors 5 right now. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. And so here is New York, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. 6 to shoot. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's lights out. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lights out's got his first basket of the night. And making connections is always good in any business, and the NBA is no different. From what I've heard, Clark, Freak has done a good job of reaching out to his peers all over the NBA.
I think that's an example of Freak just having a good head on his shoulders and knowing that taking the time to get to know others in the business has its benefits.
And here are the Knicks now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Free throw line jump shot, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Knicks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Patterson.
Once he got inside.
Pass to Aflalo. The wide open look here for Anthony. And the 3 off target. Toronto trailing. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Dwayne Casey. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And again, it's the Knicks missing.